The hardest part for me was just like navigating a lot of the doubts and uncertainty and trying to connect this like super big picture vision that I like knew I wanted to bring into the world with like the tangible, painkiller present product. I'm Sam Kececi. I am the founder and CEO of the Sentience company. So Sentience creates a digital twin of your mind that can communicate and operate for you. What this looks like is you have a meeting, you capture that conversation. You have a thought at 2 a.m. that you want to jot down, your Sentience will remember that. You have 100 email threads, chaotic across your life, that all flows into your model. And then what you get from that, on top of that, is a single source of truth and a recall engine for any piece of information from your life. So the idea for Sentience really crystallized when I was CTO of my last company, managing 20 plus people. And what you quickly realize is that your job as a manager very quickly becomes wrangling information from one source to the next. And I remember very vividly a moment where I thought to myself, like, the actual solution to this problem is if I could multiply myself. And at the time, this sort of like conception felt pretty much impossible. But I think as technology has reached a point, there's like, for the first time in human history, this is like actually possible for us to do.
Sam has always been clear that this is about the user. This is about giving power back to individuals to own their own data and to be able to expand their own individuality and express their individuality in new ways. One of the things we thought about in making this investment is your best AI assistant is you. Everyone is building AI agents, but very few are building something that starts with the individual human being. That's what makes Sentience different, and that's why we back them.
If 100,000 people ask ChatGPT a question, it will be 100,000 of the same answer. If you go to 100,000 different human beings, there's going to be a very wide myriad of answers.
You want the 100,000,
yeah.
And we'll preserve that.
I am actually fundamentally worried about a future where we all outsource our thinking and outsource our knowledge to the same language models. The way that I write, the way that you write, the way that we all think is, fundamentally different. And like, I think that's basically what we're trying to capture and preserve and augment, really. We've actually worked with our lawyers on drafting our terms such that your data is like treated as your own property, to the point where you can actually leave your sentience in your will legally.
It's always struck me as like a really sort of powerful characterization of the level of ownership that users have. We believe there's a lot of power in personal data sovereignty. In some ways, it's personality data, not just personal data.
And Sentience knows all of the important information from your life. It can capture, it can recall, and it can actually proactively give you the information you need. What does that actually look like? It looks like a system that can proactively respond on your behalf. If it's 2 a.m. and you have a question about, Sam, why did you start Sentience?
That's a common 2 a.m. question.
Yeah. Or you can message my Sentience. And because my Sentience has the same memory that I as a human have, it'd be able to answer this question as me on my behalf. And that goes for both like high-level questions like that, as well as like an engineer pinging, hey Sam, what's the status of this bug report that we're supposed to be working on? Our master plan is like driven by a few core theses. One is that the status quo of AI is actually not going to capture the unique things about human beings that make them different and special. And number two is that like no human being should be living in this context hell that we currently find ourselves in, wrangling dozens of applications and messages across tons of different sources.
It feels like we're in the early innings of movement towards more personalized and individual models. Whether it's individuals or businesses, I hear a lot of energy this year around personal models.
Yeah, I tell this to everyone who joins the company and works for me. I truly believe that Sentience is my life's work. BCV as a whole and Kevin as well has been really instrumental in introing us both to talented engineers and also like helping to set our hiring strategy. Kevin is really exceptional at the framing and the wording and how we like present the product. He just like brings a pretty good combination of like wisdom and hustle.
All right, so we've got the financing in the bank. Like, you know, what are our top priorities right now?
Build as fast as we can and bring this ambitious vision of the future into the present, building a really stellar engineering team, and then get it in the hands of people who will see value from it every day.
Thanks, Sam. Glad you could make it here in person. So excited to be working together.
Likewise, yeah. Yeah, there's a good joke in there of like, the next interview will
Next
be
interview will be with your sentience.
Yeah.